Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We're in the Rackard underwater base, and I got separated from the rest of my party because we only had one of these environment suits that allowed us to walk through the flooded part of the base, and over the ocean floor actually, where there were sharks. So now I don't know if this is intentional. I think it is though. I believe we get united with them fairly quickly. Reunited rather. Okay, here's a force field with two guys behind it. Can I talk to them?
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Pharaxa and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
So how am I going to let the sharks in here? Idiot.
60 seconds to complete depressurization.
Yes, I get it. I mean, Can I just not do
54.
anything? Deactivate. Takes only one spike. La 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 la. There we go.
No.
Fools.
No. The Pharaxa will get us. No. The Selkath are coming. No.
No! No! Ah!
Okay, you're just going crazy as well. Especially thinking that I am going to lead the sharks in here. I get leading the Selkath in here. Sort of makes sense. They can walk and they can breathe air, supposedly, apparently. Sharks? Not so likely. Anyway, I'm a friend. I'll protect you. You're both safe now.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Pharax and sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while, and those strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead. Dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Rackard Rift project.
Yeah, so, do you know why they went crazy?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Pharaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkath started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Mm-hmm. So what did the shark have to do with that?
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Rackard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Mm-hmm.
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. But with Kolto as a food source...
And all those other Pharax and sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
Well, now that mystery is solved, I need to get to the Kolto machinery. Obviously the star map's going to be there, right?
That would be suicide! It's out there still!
Out there, waiting for us.
So what can I do about it?
The Pharaxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could I do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Firaxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Firaxan shark.
What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
So how would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work!
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
Yeah, I'll try to destroy the harvesting machine.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Yeah, I'll do the nice thing, of course. Definitely want to quick save and see if there's anything behind these doors. Yes, 2 footlockers. I don't know if I could have done this with the rest of my party here. I really don't remember. Okay, that's where I came from. There's some more insane Selkath over there. How about you take some grenades, eh? Just for fun. I have the grenades and I never use them anyway.
Here!
Okay, I appear to have walked into a poison mine there. But that appears to also be the end of combat. Here we have a dead Republic soldier with a breath mask. I could just equip an item that makes me immune against poison, I guess, but nah, we're okay. Let's get those items, see if I can do anything to this pressure door here. Actually, there's 2 large lockers containing some average plasma mines and a hyper-adrenal strength. Okay, and quick save and see what if this takes me outside or if this takes me to the rest of the base. It doesn't look like it takes me outside, that's why I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, okay, it does take me outside. Interesting. To a place I've already been, basically. So no reason to stick around. I know there was some way to get to the rest of my party, but I don't know where and how. Doesn't matter. I'm okay by myself for now. Okay, and remember, we have to get this hydrolium fuel to 4 million sangin? I think 4 million is, anyway, it's the value we need to reach. There's a bit of a sort of riddle that we have to do. It's not very interesting or difficult, though. Okay, there's one more over there that I want to deal with. Doesn't give much in the way of experience, but hey. I'm just wondering where that leads, so that's where I'm going first. I believe the actual harvesting machinery is in that general direction there. But yeah, just keep in mind for the upcoming puzzle that we need 4 million as pressure. Let's see where this takes me. Okay, that's where the rest of my guys are, and oh, level ups for them. Interesting. I believe when I've gotten experience without them, and I meet back with them, they get sort of the... It gets saved somehow, and they get the experience, or at least a part of it anyway. Okay, I can make you better with demolitions. I want him to be able to maybe sometimes get to the mines. And also, I believe I can now give you heavier stuff, such as computer use +6. And yeah, you can still keep the security +4. I have actually sold most of the other droid stuff, I think. Okay. So let's do your level up as well. Skills. I don't know why Issue has to have that much awareness, but fine. Powers. Destroy droid. Yes, next level would be... Okay, first level is stun, disable, destroy is the next. Gives an AoE. Does more damage. Yeah. Since that seems to be the only way to get it, so yes? Some of these droids... That seemed to me to be a prudent choice. Okay. I don't currently see any other sharks attacking me, so I think I just have to get to the Kolto control panel and destroy the machinery. Okay, accessing harvester control, success, continue. Okay, so this would be the evil option, just poisoning the shark, possibly the Kolto as well, which would basically be devastating for the war effort. It would be bad for both sides, because neither of those could still get the Kolto, or they would get less of it. I don't know exactly. And I don't know if it actually does poison the Kolto. I never used that option. But just in case, it would mean that both sides have less options to heal and care for their wounded, so it would basically increase suffering on both sides. So a bad idea. Let's access the fuel tank pressure control instead. Okay. So, hydrolium unstable at 4 million Sengen. Yeah, okay. Fuel injector is at 0 of 3 million. And the container pod is at 0 of 5 million. Okay. And this is a sort of thing where you have to fill containers. And I have one container that has 3 units in it and one that can hold 5, and I have to fill containers from each other to essentially get one container that has 4 in it. So display pressure status, they're both empty. Now I believe if I completely fill the container pod, that's now at 5 out of 5. Now I transfer from container to injector. The injector is now at 3 and the container at 2. Now I can dump the injector, means it's empty. Then I can transfer again. Now the injector is at 2 out of 3 and the container is empty. If I now fill the container again and transfer from the container to the injector, It can only take one more into the injector, which means the container will have 4 left, which is exactly the value I'm trying to reach. So, there we go. And you lost a tiny little cutscene there. Again, one of those pre-rendered ones. It blew up. The thing that I wanted to blow up, basically. And I believe there in the background, that's the giant shark that is troubling us. And there we can almost see it in the background. You should be able to see it if you're playing in full HD. That's the star map. So yeah, that's the sea beast. Now that the Kolto harvesting machine has been destroyed, the Great Phyraxon shows no signs of hostility. It allows you to pass. So if we try to go here without dealing with the Kolto machine in some way, it would have killed us. I believe that would have been an instant kill and the sonic emitter would have been useless. But I think the way I did it now is the nice way. Poisoning everything, very risky. Certainly not something I'm willing to do. I've never done it, so I don't even know what it does, but I think it's a bad idea. Okay, here we are. Deep below the oceans of Manan, we find the second part of the star map. And of course it's the second part because it's the second planet we visited. There, it might also be the first or the third for you. It just depends on which order you do them in, I guess. Okay. Well, that was easy. Sea beast is fine. And by blowing up the base in this way, I think we've also done what that Selkath in the mercenary area of Ato City wanted. Basically, we've prevented the Republic from continuing this, so it's unlikely, I think, that they'll revive this project. They might, we don't know. I mean, arguably it wouldn't be bad for the war, but I don't know, somehow I feel that respecting the neutrality of the Selkath is something that we should do, or I should at least try to respect their neutrality. So if they don't want to support the Republic stronger than the Sith, that's basically their choice. I mean, try to tell them that it's a bad idea to go with the Sith, but remaining neutral is fine as long as we win the war, which I'll try to make that happen. After all, I am Dake's Darkrod. I'm now level 14 and I only need about 2000 XP to level up. Interesting. Okay. Big Phyraxon is gone. Have I been here before? I think I have, right? Yeah. Okay, submersibles are over there, so just take a right and run back. I don't know if anything will happen, but let's just quick save for the sake of it. And by the way, on that refilling and such and moving around the fuel, I didn't know the solution anymore. It's just this sort of riddle that's really quite basic and easy enough to solve if you know what it's about. Okay, so is that mercenary still here, that really scared one? Well, let's see. The submersible can be used to ascend to Ato City. Yeah, sure. Okay, and I'm back, and again you missed a little cutscene, but nothing relevant happened. It's about a 10-second clip of the submersible underwater, and then landing in this base. Unfortunately the game also minimized, so recording actually, well, the recording software didn't automatically resume, so you lost about 0.2 of a second of me standing here doing nothing. But yeah, I thought I'd tell you that anyway. Now let's talk to Roland.
You've returned! I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
Your construction woke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
A gigantic Phyraxon shark that drove all the Selkath insane.
That's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
A few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
The harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
Yes, I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
I'll try not to. You are a despicable person. Okay. I will now... Well, quick save first. I will go back to the Ebon Hawk, which... Well, can't go back to the Ebon Hawk from here. Maybe there's some sort of trigger that I have to walk past, so it doesn't want me to just avoid that. Yeah, might be the reason. Let's see. Something might happen on our way out, basically, and the game wants to make sure it does. Am I about to be arrested again? Fine, I will come peacefully. I get arrested a lot on this world, apparently. Well, second time, really. Okay, so I doubt Force Persuade is going to work. My past experience is that they'll just be like, no, we're immune to that. Being judges and all, I guess that's the way the game would take to get it out of that problem. So I'll just say that the explosions were at the research station, both are governments set up there, which is true. So they're not getting along very well in... So some of them know about the station, others apparently don't. Fun times, eh? The machinery had woken up a giant Phyrexian shark. No, I destroyed the machinery to save it. I hope I'm not skipping. I hope I didn't skip through those dialogue options too quickly, but quite frankly, I wait about as long as it takes me to read through the sentence. which should be long enough for, if you're following this actively, to just hit the spacebar, the pause button, whatever, and read it for yourself. I find the alien languages sometimes are very, very annoying and very long sound samples that stand in sort of no correlation to the actual length of the sentence. Now I should be able to return to the Ebon Hawk. I just want to get back on board, get rid of my party. And now transit back to where I started from, only without the party. And try to see if I can do anything to the Republic. Embassy. But I also want to talk to these judges, see if anything happens.
Manon should treat us Sith better. The Selkath have forgotten the lesson of Taurus. Perhaps we should remind them.
Sorry for skipping through that. I thought it was irrelevant, but you'd never heard it before, so...
Manon should treat us Sith better. Their day of reckoning approaches.
There you go. Yeah, I won't break any laws, don't worry, blah de blah. Still don't know what's going on with that, that prison, that hotel with the murder. I know there was some way to deal with that, but, okay, no option of telling him that I'm the good guy and should be allowed in. So maybe that's a side quest I'll just skip if it's that difficult to find. What I'm really looking for though is the embassy, the Republic embassy. There's that prisoner in there which I'm supposed to be alone when I kill him somehow. And I'm just trying to see if there's any easy dialogue options basically, or something, just like feed him some poison. I don't know. I'll have to check. Maybe I'll get arrested again. But both times I think I got out of it in a very good way. First time by having secured that datapad and basically proving the Sith were not actually here neutral agents, but that they were actually trying to overthrow the government. And the second time by saving the shark and destroying the machinery, which I believe also was the good thing to do. Now, since we're alone, can I talk to this guy?
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our...
Okay, Liberator, you're nothing but a murderer. Yeah, it's not the same. You kill civilians and children. Yeah, I've got better things to do. Okay. So how about we disable this? Slice the computer, reprogram cage to kill prisoner. La 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 la. Oops, looks like that cage malfunctioned. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It was... I don't know why that was evil. I mean, I'm just trying to join a terrorist organization. Oh well, it happens, right? I'm still a good guy and Bastila didn't see it, so she's not going to hate me for it. There's a guy somewhere around here. I can talk to him, tell him I've done the deed. But, see, I've killed Lorgal. The other guy I have to kill is actually called Zulan, though, and he's on Dantooine, somewhere near the noble, the estates. So I'll do that first. But for now, I think I'm going to return to the Ebon Hawk. I'd say I'm probably done with Manan for the moment, and if I have to return, it's going to cost me 100 credits. It's just about fine, I think. Where did I want to go? I think in here and then through here? Yes! Found the right place. Okay, so Yavin is just a small space station. We've not been to Kashyyyk yet. We've been to Dantooine, we've done Manan, and we've done Tatooine. So there's Korriban and Kashyyyk left. I think I'll go for Kashyyyk next, but first let's travel to...
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Okay, I don't know where it cut me out there earlier. Yeah, I'm just going to end the episode by quickly going to Yavin and checking out if he's got anything interesting to sell that I have the means to buy. No, totally not where I want to be. I'm lost already. I have to use the minimap, which is embarrassing. Okay, this way and then left. Yeah. I mean, I might as well take someone... No, I'll take my usual party. I don't believe there's any real reason to. I think I just went with HK, didn't I? Oh well. If I take anyone else, they will now instantly get a bunch of level ups, which will take some time to spend. So I don't want to do that right now. I'm just going to check what he has for sale and then end the episode. In the pre-rendered sequences, you didn't miss much. Okay, so obviously the one time I decide not to take my full party is the time I get a battle. Fine. What's going on here, Suvam? Yeah, I think you guys better leave. Leave. Now. Okay. Okay. Environmental Bastion Armor. Defense bonus 7, plus 3 dexterity bonus maximum, and immunity against fire, cold, and sonic damage. Oh, that's fairly nice. Light exoskeleton. pretty cool. Barak Wind Shadow Armor, also pretty cool. Stealth +4. Not that I ever use stealth, but still nice. Some fairly nice stuff. I'm trying to look for awareness +10, dexterity +2. Wow, some of this stuff is very, very nice. Just trying to see if there's anything really cool here. I think I'll go for the advanced stabilizer glove, spending almost all my money, but yeah. Now I'll quickly equip those. They should go, I think, here, right? Instead of strength +2, I now have dexterity +3 and blaster bolt deflection +5, meaning I have a greater chance to deflect blaster attacks. And now I think I'll cut the episode. Next time I'll still be here probably. I'll do the walking back to the ship and the flying further on camera. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.